What's up, sports bettors? Let's bet game two between the Heat and the Celtics. The Heat, for the third time in this playoff run, went into the home team's stadium in game one and got the W. They beat the Bucks, the one seed, in game one in the first round. Less impressively, they beat the Knicks in the second round in game one. And then in game one against the Celtics, they went in, pummeled the Celtics in the third quarter, and then Jimmy Butler took them home in the fourth with just some ridiculous shots made in the fourth quarter, especially that one to go up by 10 when the ball bounced around the rim. Not quite the Kawhi shot, but kind of similar in how it bounced around. For those of you that have YouTube TV, you really weren't able to watch that because they had a total malfunction. Let's hope YouTube TV gets it together for game two. Let's hope we can find some profitable bets for game two as well. As I mentioned, I'll be giving a betting preview for this game. Recording this Thursday, May 18th. The game is tomorrow, Friday, May 19th. So giving you guys some time to just see where the odds are and identify some profitable bets. And the last thing that I'll say is that if you want to look at the screen that you see me using, you can do so for completely free. You just need to go to oddsjam.com, sports, NBA, click into the game that you are looking for, and now we see we're on the main markets screen where we see the money line, the point spread, and the total, and we can identify some value. So let's start with the money line. Now, it's kind of funny. I think the Heat closed at about 8.5 point underdogs in game one. They won game one. Now they are even bigger underdogs at -9 or +9 in towards the Heat. The Heat are +9. The Celtics are -9, which I find funny. I get it. But let's start with the money line. Heat are heavy underdogs, as I mentioned. If you were so inclined and you thought the Heat were going to go into Boston and win both games 1 and 2, they are best offered on the money line at +325. And that is, to be honest with you, not a horrible price. We see one sharp sports book that prices it close, but we see the other books at +315, +311, +300, +310, and then some of the other onshore books or the bets that we can place, 310, 315, stuff like that. So 325 isn't terrible. I wouldn't recommend it because it's not plus EV if you remove the VIG, right? We see +325, +341, +329. It's slightly EV to Pinnacle at +324 with the VIG removed, but literally by a cent and at numbers this high, it's not a super high positive EV play. On the Celtics side, Pinnacle does have the best odds on them at -370. I would almost never recommend betting something this steep anyways. If you did want to bet the Celtics money line, they're best offered on a book you can bet either at 379 if you are in Colorado or New Jersey and can use PlayUp, or at -390 at DraftKings. What's more interesting here, obviously, is the spread. Now, there have been 5 or 6 times so far this playoff run in which the away team, who was the underdog, stole game one on the road. And in only one of those circumstances did the home team not come back and win and cover in game two. If you think about the Sixers-Celtics series, the Sixers stole game one, huge underdogs. The Celtics came in, won game two by like 30 points. The Warriors lost the series, lost game one to the Lakers. They came in game two and blew the Lakers out. And then the only scenario in which the team didn't cover happened actually against this Miami Heat in a weird game in which the Heat obviously won game one in New York. Game two, Jimmy Butler was out. The Knicks were 6.5 point favorites, and they won by exactly 6 with no Jimmy Butler. In the first round, this strategy went undefeated. Every single home team that lost game one came back, won, and covered in game two. That was the Suns against the Clippers, and that was the Bucks against the Heat, and that was the Grizzlies against the Lakers. And in some of those situations, the home team ended up losing the series, but they still won and covered in game two. So that's all to say. We're looking at the Celtics here, and luckily there is some value on the Celtics. I mentioned every book pretty much has this spread at Celtics -9, except for BetMGM, which has it at Celtics 8.5. Therein lies your value. Now, I would not have taken this bet I wouldn't have bet the Celtics if there wasn't value, right? All these playoff betting systems are fun. We rode with one in game one, which was on the Heat. That obviously cashed for us. But at the end of the day, the books are also familiar with these trends and they price things accordingly. So I wasn't going to recommend betting the Celtics unless there was some value, but there is, and that's the most important thing. So you might scoff at there being this half-point difference, and like, why does that matter? Well, I had the Knicks minus 6.5 in that game against the Heat that I mentioned in the last round. The Knicks won by 6. Game one of the other series in the conference finals, the Nuggets versus the Lakers. The Nuggets closed at 6.5. They won by 6. These half points matter. It can literally be the difference from winning or at least pushing, or pushing and then losing your bet. So the getting the Celtics at minus 8.5, while every other book has it at minus 9, I love. And this is our official pick for this video. Celtics minus 8.5, minus 115 odds at BetMGM. Celtics come back, tie the series. If you want to take the Celtics minus alt spread, minus 14.5, something like that, I wouldn't hate it. But we are riding with our official play of the Celtics minus 8.5. And that's it. So if you're tailing, comment and let me know. Other than that, remember to like the video, subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel, hit me up at my Twitter handle you see right at about here. Thanks for watching and have a good one. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Below are all of my different social medias where I post picks and plays daily. Make sure to hit me up there. Also, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as I'm constantly putting out new videos to learn how to make money sports betting. And that's it. So thanks for watching and have a good one.